Well, that's not working.
We're waiting.
I know. And we're still going to be waiting. How's that? Oh, my goodness. You see?
Where?
You
What?
try to get too far ahead of yourself. That's what I'm always doing. Always doing. So, before we get into the show, thank you, everybody, for the watches and the subscriptions. Subscriptions, I don't know. But now that's all fixed. So, welcome back to another episode of Hashtag Just Sayin. We are Sans Joe again. He could not make it.
He's here in spirit. What's up, buddy?
I'm going to start docking him when he can't talk.
Keep it up, you're fired.
Yeah, I'm going to start like, hey, you owe me 6 pence. Just like a ridiculous, weird money. Like, I don't understand the British money, so 6 pence. Watch that be like 2 American cents.
I'm bringing you a Mountain Dew instead.
No. Although
Pay you in dew.
I will work for Dew. Don't tell my boss. I had to email my boss today because I made an error. I forgot to clock out.
No.
I know. So I had to log all the way back on and clock out. And I was like, my bad, sorry. It was almost...
Feel free to pay me the extra hours.
Excuse me. My problem was that it was like 1:15 when I remembered. So I was like, ooh, they're going to pay me, because it works, I think, in quarter time, so they would pay me until 5:30. So I wrote her an email, and I was like, listen, I stopped working at this point, so please adjust. And I forgot.
Feel free to pay me the quarter. I am a hard worker.
Well, I am a hard worker. That's not in dispute, I don't think. Sorry. I'm working on something here. I don't know what it is. So, that is definitely not in dispute. Work hard for the money. So, that is how my week has ended on that. Huh? Oh.
Alright. Nice.
I have a crazy story, but I'm saving it for the second half of the show. YouTube folks, you might be wondering what's going on when I say second half of the show.
Those.
Yes, we give you about 30 to 40 minutes, and then we do the rest of the show as audio. So you can check that out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. I still want to say Google Play. I don't know what it is anymore.
Still playtime.
Always playtime.
Playtime.
We are on Audible, which is the Amazon thing. Which my sister has said, because she listens on Anchor.
Drop your Anchor and listen.
And she's like, I would like to find a new app. This app's not very user-friendly. Sorry, Anchor.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I apologized for them. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. She's like, well, you didn't make the app. And no, I didn't. And, what's the other one? Spotify. We're on Spotify.
Good spotters.
So there we go. So you can check that out for the audio folks. You can jump over to YouTube if you want and watch. You can watch a little bit of the show.
Yeah.
Oops, I just kicked something.
I think you're going to say, oops, I did it again.
No. No. I remember one time I was at work. Not this job, but my previous job that I missed, single tier. And I was working, and all of a sudden, like, everything went black. Like, my screens, I worked a couple screens, multiple screen monitors, and they all went black. The keyboard wouldn't work. Nothing was working. And I realized that I had kicked the power button after I had to run after IT and get somebody to come to my desk and fix this mess. He's like, yeah, you kicked the power button. I said, oh, well, maybe it shouldn't be where I can kick it. You ever think of that? Nobody ever thinks of that.
I have to move my feet a lot when I'm here.
You gotta move. I mean, when you're sitting at a desk, like, my knees pop.
Mine do when I stand up.
Yeah. Well, my knees pop just sitting around.
It's like popcorn popping. You've heard them.
I have. Well, my knees, I need to pop them when I'm sitting, so it's like bam. So I gotta stretch out a little bit every now and again. Here's something. Have you ever found a lost thing that you were looking for? And you eventually found it and you were like, oh my god.
I end up finding something when I'm looking for something else. I'll look for the item for maybe a day or two, and if I can't find it, I wait. Then when I'm looking for something else, like a week later, I can't find that, but I can find what I was looking for before. So it happens.
Okay. Here's what occurred. I got this new. It's a itty bitty. It's a new itty bitty. It's a night vision camera. Okay, and it has motion sensor, which I think is pretty nifty. And it also has night vision, which is also nifty. Now, last night I started flicking around with it, trying to get it to work, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on with it. So now I have to do a more in-depth. I may actually have to read the manual.
Actually.
And I'm not the person who likes to read manuals, so.
Ooh, you sound like you're in a hallway now.
I know. So I'm not happy that I may have to read the manual. But I'll do it.
I need an adult.
I need an adult to read this information. And then tell me how it works. But this particular thing came with, it came with everything but a micro itty-bitty SD card. Right? And I thought, I must have one of those. Right? I must. I have a drawer full of crap.
The junk drawer.
I got a couple actually working on that. I thought I must have a micro SD card. I'm always buying SD cards. I probably have one. I went looking, could not find it. So I had to order one. So that aside.
Well, after you get it, you'll find it.
Yeah, probably.
That's the other thing that happens.
I found like 3 or 4 regular SD cards. So I was like, oh, well, I'm sure those won't go to waste. But I couldn't find the micro, so I bought one.
Is that microfilm?
Precisely. But in process of looking for that, I found something I lost like 4 years ago. It was in 2018. And Sean and I used to go on these shoots, and I would use my phone, and I had a backup. I had this little USB thing, and it would plug into my phone, so that all the stuff would be recorded on the USB instead of trying to use up all the phone memory. Because I learned real quick you can only get so much on the phone.
Right.
So I lost it. I looked everywhere for it, all over my office, everywhere.
I say she lost it. She went local.
I lost it, and then looking for this micro USB, I found it.
Yay!
And I went, what? I know I've checked that drawer at least 3 times.
It was like sideways up against the wall.
It was just chilling there. Just like, hey, I've been here the whole time. You blind ass. Like, I was embarrassed for myself. I'm like, really? What the hell? I was a little bit angry at my own self. But I was excited, so I plugged it in, and I was like, ooh, I wanted to see, like, what the last things I recorded were.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I backed it all up, so, but it's nice to have the original, you know?
No, I'm just saying, I bet it's fun to see what's on there.
Oh, yeah.
Watch all the footage that we forgot was on there.
Yeah, most of the footage I had transferred. Some of the photos I hadn't, so I was like, ooh, pictures. Ooh, photos.
Naughty pictures.
No, just photos. So, here's something about me. I don't like washing the tub.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you neither? Right? It's so labor intensive. Right?
I do the short trick. I get that kaboom that you spray on.
I have that.
one color and you gotta wait for it to turn white and just wash it away?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jesus Lord, I need like Kablast. I don't know. Like Kaboom doesn't really work. I don't know. So I would get
Kaboom was a
Jay.
fun game.
Literally just talking about that game a little while ago, and I'll make a note because I will tell you why. So I'll get Jay and he'll scrub it and it's like, oh, it's never clean to my level of what I want it to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking for something a little more industrial, right? This is I don't know if it's funny, but so on Amazon, right? I found this thing that's drill attachments, right? And it's a bag of drill attachments, and they're for cleaning your tub, right? There's all these different levels of scrub brushes and shit. It was like $10, so I went, why not? Right? It'll cost me $10 to find out if this is good or not, right? Mm-hmm. But all the reviews were very encouraging, right? Which, I mean, companies can pay for a good review, so you take that with a grain of salt. But most of the reviews were, I wish I bought this earlier. I wish I knew about this sooner. So I was like,
If they want to pay us, we can lie and say the same thing too.
Well, I've actually used it, so I can. I can give a unbiased right here, right? So Jay comes in my office yesterday, and he's got this box, and he's like, "You got a package," and I had forgotten that I ordered it, so I was like, "Oh,
it was fun when you forget that when you ordered,
isn't it?" I was like, "It's like Christmas. This is great."
Well, your birthday.
Yeah, or just random. I don't mind random gifts. Let's do it. So I opened it up, and then I had to explain because Jay goes, "What is that?" I said, "Oh, these drill attachments. They go in the drill, and they're for cleaning the tub." And he went, "I've never heard of that." I said, "Well, it's a real thing. I didn't make it up, unfortunately." So I said, "I'm going to charge the drill." Because it was dead, of course, because I use it so often. I don't drill things.
Me neither.
I mean, it's just, very rarely do I have the need for the drill. It's like, okay. So, I charged the drill, we had dinner, we were watching some stuff, and then I said, ooh, I forgot about the drill. So I sprayed some cleaner in the tub. Then I gave that a few minutes. And then I set up, I put the high power one. I put the big scrub brush on there. I was like, let's do this. Because if we're going to do it, let's do it. So I put the heavy duty scrub thing on, and I was like, this is either going to go awesome or it's going to be a spectacular failure, right? So good. So good. Matter of fact, it was going so well, Jay goes, I want to try.
I want to play too.
I got my husband to volunteer to clean the tub.
He's in the game room.
I don't care.
I saw you almost look to see if he's out there.
Because he will tell you straight away, that's not something he volunteers to do. I have to be like, Jake, can you? Because it really hurts my back to do it. Which is why I was looking for something that made quick work of it. And boom, you get in there, it's like, done. Done. I was like, this is, it was great. So then Jay goes, oh, I want to try. So he gets in there. He goes, wow, this is cool. And then I looked at him and I said, the reviews were right. I wish I'd seen this sooner. He started laughing. He's like, yeah, if only. So I was very pleased with how it cleaned everything up. I said, we need to buy new fixtures. That was the thing. He's like, oh, that sounds like a project. I said, that's a YouTube video. I'm going to have to, I've never replaced tub fixtures before. I said, that should be filmed.
There's probably a tutorial on here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure there's a tutorial.
There's a tutorial for everything now.
I'm sure there's a tutorial on there. It's just that I don't have a huge inclination toward fixing plumbing. And I don't like messing with plumbing because if you mess up something, you have no water at all. You can't flush your toilet. You can't take a shower.
Or you turn your room into a lake.
Oh, God.
That's what I worry about.
That too. And you know what? My water main is in the basement. So if water starts flooding, someone's got to run outside, run downstairs, and shut the water off.
Run down the hole and stab the cook.
By the time that occurs, I could be waist deep. Because it's not going to be me running downstairs. I can tell you that right now. I ain't doing it.
You'll be swimming.
I might be. I'd at least be. I'd at least be up to my my Nikes. I don't wear Nikes, but I'd be up to my Nikes in water.
That would suck.
It really would.
Because at the same time, you would have wet socks.
I hate the feeling of wet socks.
That's as bad as wet bread.
I hate wet socks. Oh, and I hate wet bread also. Tomorrow, I have a whole... Do you ever, like, because the weekend is so precious, right? And there's so... It feels like there's so little time.
Yes.
So I accumulated a to-do list for tomorrow, right? Because we're recording this on Friday. You know that if you watch it live.
Yeah.
And I said, I need to utilize every moment of the day because I have so much crap I need to do. Number one on my list.
Wake up.
Taking down Christmas stuff. I'm taking down my Christmas stuff is still up.
I was wondering when you're going to do that.
My Christmas stuff is still up.
Tree's still up. Tree's still lit.
That goddamn tree has been lit since... It's been lit, yo. That tree has been lit since December 24th. And it's the end of February.
Yeah.
I mean, that says something good for the tree and the bulbs. I mean, the bulbs aren't even burned yet. So how am I not going to have to buy 1 million bulbs for this fucking tree? I'm amazed. But at the same time, I know it's got to happen.
Also, I don't think you're just going to keep everything up year round.
No, because I don't...
The lights outside are understandable, because a lot of people do that.
No, those lights got to come down. It's... When the guys have been doing the fence, they did something, so half my lights on this side of the house are out.
I still drive by houses going home that have the Christmas lights out, on and on.
Well, I mean, I would.
It's all right.
I would, except that the wind, we've had some wind. And some snow, I know. Snow, I know. And so the lights they're hanging a lot looser than they were when I first put them up. So I'm considering next year, or this year, I guess technically, when the time rolls around again, I'm considering hiring someone to get up there. Because I think if you got up on a ladder and you did it nice. I mean, if they were strung in a lovely way, I might leave them up. Not as if they're bad, but like I said, it's come loose in a lot of places, so it's like sagging. Yeah, it's like
I get that with the Christmas lights I have around my living room.
Yeah.
Some areas it looks like it's kind of sagging, so
yeah.
That was a bitch. Just put them all up like that, went all around the room.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get a couple more hooks to raise up those parts.
Yeah. But okay. Hi there. But so we're gonna take them down, take all that stuff down. Hopefully it won't take a ton of time. Cause like I said, I have a whole thing crap to do. Another thing I'm gonna be doing is per my nephew, I'm gonna go to the pot store.
I was just thinking that, but I wasn't gonna say it.
And see if I can get some sort of cream for my back. He's like, oh yeah. So I might do that before I do the lights. And then be like, if my back can feel good after taking down all this Christmas
stuff. I can get my
stuff.
back high. Yeah. We're doing this.
I mean, he's like, oh, you should go in and talk to someone and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I wicked don't want to have a huge conversation with somebody about this. Because I feel like once I get in there and I start like, okay, I just need something. Now, why don't you have a seat? I just need something so that my back doesn't hurt. I'm going to get like, oh, would you like... I'm going to get like 100 different things. It's like, just give me an ointment.
Cream, give me some of those gummy things. And
I don't want a gummy thing. I don't want the high. I don't want to
Take
be
the high with it. Shit.
I don't want the high. I just don't want to be owie. It's like my sister said. I don't want the I just want the night night. Like I don't.
If you get the high, you might not feel the owie.
I don't want the.
Until you come back down from the high.
I don't want the high. I just don't want the owie. So we'll see. What else has occurred? I watched the second episode of the Young Rock Show. I am still on the fence about it.
Oh.
I don't know. I know. I'm still like. I guess if you.
age, he ain't cooking nothing.
I guess if you really like him, then you'll like the show. That's. I don't know, but I tell you. Oh boy, this week, and this is why I was hoping the Joester was going to be here, because I finally sat and watched that Wandavision show. Because every week,
notice that he can't make it when you finally watch something. Like he's been asking you for days about.
I know he's been trying. He's been for like a month. He's been like, you watch
this? You watch it?
And
oh,
I'm like,
why not? Oh, come on.
I hadn't gotten around to it, and I finally was like, okay, there's enough episodes, I can watch several in a row.
Right.
And I was kind of dragging my feet about it, because the concept sounded weird, and it just sounded strange, but it's actually
Yeah,
pretty...
you did one with me.
It's, I know.
It's like the fourth or fifth actually since we started, and that's the first one you did with me.
Because I can't lose my train of thought. Once I derail, I'm gone. Like a ferret on meth. So, it is pretty good, and I'm enjoying it. So, I mean, there's only like a couple episodes left. The commercials mean something. There's these weird retro commercials in the thing. I was laughing my ass off because we got to the one that simulates like an 80s sitcom, and it was very Family Ties. Yeah. Like the intro of it was even like the painting being put. And then I started laughing so hard. I'm like, Family Ties.
I bet we've been together.
They did a theme song, like a theme song reminiscent of that. Something like making it up as we go along or something. We're just making it up as we go. It's like, oh my God, seriously? I was dying. I loved that. And then her hair was very retro 80s with the big ass, the hairspray and shit.
It's like I started breathing on the night we kissed.
Yeah. I was laughing. I was like, that's good. They put a lot into this. They did. So
back then the 80s themes for TV shows were so good, I remember that. See?
Well, it's...
Unlike today's like 10-second or 12-second
I know.
instrumental, dramatic, like orchestra type theme.
Yeah. But it's funny because the last few seconds of the show, of the last episode that they did, which was like episode 7, there's this twist, and then a song plays. And it's kind of like a TV theme, and people have gone nuts for it, and it's like number 2 on iTunes right now.
Shit.
People are downloading the shit out of it, and I can't say the name of it because there's a spoiler in the title.
Oh.
So I don't want to like spoil anything if anybody hasn't seen it. Although if you're dragging your feet like me, but I know the commercials mean something. I'm just not savvy enough to figure out what the fuck they mean. So that'll be the thing you can comment if you know what the commercials mean, or you can write us on Facebook, Instagram, fucking Tumblr, Twitter. Yeah, we have a email as well. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. See, hashtag justsayingpodcast@gmail.com. I really want to know what the commercials mean. I know that there's only a couple episodes left.
I hear the people writing. We ask every time. I always check the comments under the videos of these episodes here on YouTube. And the only comment I usually see is from Joe.
The only comments that we seem to get are the people who comment under our urban exploration videos who want to know where the thing is. And I'm like, I can't tell you.
Like, I watch all these other different videos, like
yeah,
documentaries and wrestling videos and all these other odd ones. And you look down and you get all these different comments, and
Yeah.
I look at ours like blank. Come on, I want comments. I look under the video.
It depends. It depends what the comment is.
I look under the video. I see like 500 and something views, and it's like, all right, no one wants to give us a nice shout out or compliment or something.
I don't know.
I want to hear from them, like positive. I want to hear from you. Shit, talk to us.
I want you to treat the like button like it owes you money. You laugh. That's
Shut up and take my money.
You laugh. That's been working. People have been hitting the like button. At one point, we had more. For some reason, I don't know what is happening with YouTube. We had like 40-something views and like 100 likes, and I'm like, you can't. That's impossible. How are people hitting the like button without watching the thing?
This morning, I looked at last week's episode.
Yeah.
They had like 587 views.
Yeah.
I looked at it again a few hours later. It said 571.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Hello.
I
Stop
know.
taking away our views.
I know. A few weeks ago, they took a whole video from us, so, and they haven't given it back yet. And
We want it back.
I wrote a sternly worded letter. I've yet to know anything about that.
Give it back and pay us for it.
Yeah. So my sister wrote me a text. So I'm going back to the Kaboom thing, right? I wrote it down, see? So my sister wrote me a text, and she had bought something. What was it? She took a picture because she lives in the South, right? And they always get weird products before we get them, or if we get them at all, right? So she took a picture, and it was like this. It's like Smart Food popcorn, but done by like Cheez-It. So it's like it was like Cheez-It popcorn. I know. So she goes, I ended up buying the Cheez-It popcorn. I said, did you? And she goes, yeah, it was buy one, get one free. So I bought one. I said, well, aren't you adventurous? And I typed adventurous, and the first thing that came to my mind was Adventure from Atari. I don't know if anybody remembers Adventure from Atari. I think I'm 100% sure I've talked about it on the show before. But basically, you're this little square, and you go castle to castle and try and get slay the dragon with your arrow sword.
You collect keys and open doors and shit.
And collect keys and open doors. Well, they didn't have, when I went to the little GIF thing, they didn't have Adventure, but they had Pitfall. So I was like, aren't you adventurous? And then I sent her Pitfall, the little guy swinging over the thing. I love that. So he goes, oh, little thing. So she laughed, and she goes, I have a retro Atari thing, and it has Pitfall. And I said, awesome. And she goes, I don't think I've ever beaten it. I said, you can't beat Pitfall. She said, she goes, what do you mean? I said, you don't beat Pitfall. It's a game that doesn't end.
Nope.
It literally keeps going. She goes, well, what do you mean? You just keep playing? I said, yeah, you keep playing till you're tired of it. And you go, screw this, and you shut it off and go do something else. She goes, wow, I can't believe that there's no ending. I said, well, I mean, reality, what are they going to do? Like, have you, like, boop, 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 boop?
I mean, yeah, you do have a timer, but that's to collect all the riches, right?
Yeah. And that's to make it to the next thing, and then it's like, boop. There you go.
And then you watch them stand there like, all right, what do I do now?
I know.
Help me out here, will you?
So then I said, what was the one with the prison guy? And he throws the bombs. And she goes, oh, that's Kaboom. And I said, I've always liked Kaboom, but it's incredibly difficult to play. I never had
the other remote, too, with the...
the paddle?
The knob.
Yeah. I'm not coordinated enough.
That's the part of it I hated.
Yeah.
You keep twisting it.
Oh, yeah, he's all over the place. He just keeps going.
You gotta stay focused on those things. Cause
oh.
The faster he goes, all you see is wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta...
By the way, at Sunday dinner last week, I asked my dad something, and then I said, well, what are we having for dinner? And he goes, turkey. And I went, bloop, bloop, bloop. And Nikki started laughing. She goes, you still can't do the turkey. I said, no, I can't do a turkey. Bloop, 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 bloop. So So I said, I wonder if there's an ending to Kaboom. Because I've never been able to beat it.
Yeah.
Like, the buckets get thinner and thinner and thinner. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I looked it up. And apparently you just keep playing until you run out of buckets. Like, that's it.
Tortillas in the bucket. Shit.
Yeah. Got your bomb in my bucket. Bucket. I guess. That's it. So, I mean, there's no ending to Kaboom either. And that sucks because it was a good show. Now I'm going through my notes. Like, oh, by the way, just so I can do a hashtag. If you like that Marvel stuff, The Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out next month, and then they released Loki's coming in June. I'm excited for that one. Woo! I'll be watching that one day one. Exactly. I'll be watching. Joe won't have to ask me if I've seen that one. I'll be asking him. That'll be the first time.
What's he gonna say? No, I haven't seen it yet.
That'd be funny if you said that though. Like, no, Sarah, I haven't even got to watch it yet. But no, that's gonna be me. Hey, Joe, have you seen Loki yet? Because boom, I watched it. Now, speaking of watching things, right? I got a text from a friend of mine, and she goes, "I've been binge watching this show called City on a Hill." You ever hear of this show? No? Don't feel bad. I didn't. She goes, "You have to watch it." And I said, "Okay." And she goes, "It takes place in Boston."
Yay!
I was immediately turned off. Not because I dislike Boston, but because I don't like when people try to do our accent.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. They usually try to do like the Southie accent, and everybody ends up sounding stupid. Right? So I was like, yeah, I don't know. So she texted me again this week, and she goes, "Have you watched City on Hill?" I said, the Boston accent. And she goes, "I know, but they're pretty good in this show. Please." She goes, "I really just want you to watch a couple episodes just so you can tell me what you think." Right? So I went, okay. So then I see that it's a Showtime show. I don't have Showtime. So I wrote it back and I was like, dude, I don't have Showtime. I'm not ordering Showtime so I can critique your show.
Right.
So she goes, no, it's free on Amazon Prime right now. So I went, oh, I like free.
If it's free,
It's for me.
hell yeah.
So I was like, all right, I like free. She said,
I love free.
but it's only free until the 28th. So if you're thinking about checking it out, you only have until the 20th. TikTok, yo.
Damn.
TikTok. Sunday.
Hurry up.
Yeah. So I decided to sit and watch it. Now, I have never seen a show that did not have one likable character in it. I hate all these people. I was sitting there going, these people are all jerks. They're all I'm not on
assholes.
I'm not on anybody's side, right? And I mean, it's like FBI guys, and it's crooked FBI guys, Boston PD, and it's crooked cops. A crook, and he robs, what do you call that? An armored car, and then while he's doing it, just decides to kill a bunch of people.
Why not?
I'm like, this
Turn
not
away.
this. I mean.
Can't leave witnesses too either.
Well, that was the thing. They were wearing masks, and they hit a thing of ice or something, and they all took a tumble.
I'll tumble for you.
They all weebled, and they went, "Weebles wobble, they don't fall down." He
That's all this
weebled.
one did.
Yeah, and in the process, his mask fell off. So he's like, "You've seen my face, now I have to kill you." Right? So I'm like, well. So I'm just watching this going, I hate all these people. Like, there's not one person in this show that I'm rooting for. I want them. I'd be all right if they all died. Like, if they all got the shit kicked out of them.
They're working on it.
I know. But I will say this. One of the main characters is played by Kevin Bacon. The second I saw Kevin Bacon, I went, oh no. Because I don't know how good Kevin Bacon can do a Boston accent.
I wonder if they're still interested in him being Freddy Krueger.
As it turns out, he's not bad.
Good.
He's not bad. I was expecting to be repulsed. I'm very critical. So I was like, they gave him kind of a weird mix. It's almost Southie, but it's like Dorchester.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's a
Still
weird,
Boston.
yeah, it's a weird accent. But I was like, okay. I mean, at least it's passable. He's passable.
Ding.
I know.
Thumbs up.
I know. At least he didn't go for the full Southie that everybody likes to do, and you just go, oh, that. I mean, a good example of that is people who aren't from here. I guess it would be like Good Will Hunting. The two guys in Good Will Hunting, and they're like, I mean, it just that, you know, fucking Sully, fuck you, like
When
that.
you're really stressing it.
Yeah, you're working too hard. Apparently.
Slow. That'd be natural.
And I hated The Departed. Or as we would say here, The Departed.
Mm-hmm.
I hated that movie. There was not one good accent. Martin Sheen was the worst accent in that fucking movie. I don't know what he was trying to do. Alec Baldwin kind of went New York and then would slip into a Boston thing. His accent was ridiculous. You know what? I will give props to Jack Nicholson because he didn't even try. He didn't even try. If you rewatch the movie, he didn't even try. He was like, well, I'm not going to be able to do that, so I'm not going to bother with it.
Yeah, it's Jack Nicholson. I was going to say anything.
Oh, you're not going to say shit to Jack Nicholson. Oh, hell no. So I texted my sister because she is a big Kevin Bacon fan. So I said, you should watch this. It's not horrible, and he does the accent pretty good. She went, ooh, I'm in. So I don't know if she's going to get to watch it. I said, you have until the 28th. You should at least watch one episode. You might you might like it. Now, Jay told me today, I don't know who on earth would be interested in this, but I will mention it, that the Punky Brewster revival came out today. It did. Are you excited? You don't look excited. I'm not excited.
It'd be hard to be excited now.
No. It's
They're all older.
He goes, Punky Brewster came out today. I went, and? Because I don't want to watch it. And he goes,
She still have punky power?
so he goes, yeah, she's... Freddie Prinze Jr. plays her ex-husband, but they might get back together. They have 3 children.
Girl.
And she found, apparently, because I didn't really watch Punky Brewster, but apparently, like, what was she found in George's, or the guy?
George Gaines?
Yeah. What was his name?
Henry.
Henry.
Henry Watermont.
Was she found in, like, his sofa or something?
He found her in like, he was the manager of the building.
Mm-hmm.
It's all apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And he went into an empty room, and he saw her with little Brandon, and she was kind of doing the song Maniac.
Mm-hmm.
She was like dancing in the center of the room.
Okay.
So he found her by herself in there.
Oh.
So she kind of did like a B&E, I guess.
No! Because I apparently it's almost the same thing. She has found a vagrant. I don't know how else to say that. I don't...
She found an abandoned kid?
Yeah. And, I don't know. Wackiness will probably ensue. I think it's on he told me it's on, like, the Peacock app. I don't have that app. I'm all set. I got enough. I barely... Listen, I'm trying to watch Loki in June. I can't bring on anything else. It took me a month and a half to sit and watch Wandavision. It's tough.
Oh. The Punky Brewster shows.
Yeah.
I have seasons 1 through 3 on DVD because of Catherine.
Damn.
My girlfriend's daughter.
Yeah.
So that's how I remember, because I've
Oh, okay.
watching them off and on with her.
I thought you just watched it and remembered it.
No, that too.
Yeah.
I liked it when I was younger, but
Oh,
now I got the DVDs for little Catherine.
okay. It's like, if I watch something, I can usually recall it. But Jay has horrible memory with that, which is why like he doesn't like to wait so long. Because I'll like space out a show, like I'll watch a couple episodes here, maybe watch a couple in a couple weeks. He can't remember what happened in the previous thing if I do that.
Mm-hmm.
So we were watching the Wandavision thing, and this isn't a spoiler. Everybody should know this already. But we were watching it, and we got through the first episode, and I said, boy, this is actually kind of sad. Actually. And he goes, why? And I said, because he's dead. And he looks at me and he goes, you know, I thought he was dead. He's like, couldn't remember. I said, yeah, he's very dead. I said, which means she's either imagining shit or I don't know what. So it was funny. I had to remind him. I'm like, you know, he's dead. All right. Guess what time it is? Oh, yeah. It is time to say goodbye. Thank you very much. We will see you next time. Hopefully Joe can make it. Sean's got something to tell you. Tell him, Sean. I got nothing to say.
Have a good everything. And we got our own punky power. Hashtag power.
Ooh. I can't shut it off. The hashtag power won't let me shut off the damn thing.
So much power.
Apparently.